of your children, when, for example, your grandmother read the Quran and when he or she says, Nenek baca apa tu, they'll be in trouble. Okay? Because they're going to get exposed to the next religion, which is Scientology, science. Right? They prove it, then they believe. They see, then they know. What else they won't know and they don't want to know. Right? So the scientific revolution, unfortunately, again, another disease. Right? Because why? History. Any history major here? Semua dah tamat, Okay? Political science. Sorry, it is, Low in order on current knowledge. Okay? Cheap. Right? But science, yes. IT. I was forced into IT. Okay? During my time, because it was the computer age. It's the age of what? Of science. Right? So computers, scientists, doctors in front of me, right? They are the what? They're the kings, So if you realize, even the oldest civilization, which is the Indian civilization from the Indus Valley, right? They have this hierarchy, right? Ataupun they call it a caste system. And the highest is what? Priests. Not doctors. Engineer. Not engineer. Okay? Priests. Betul tak? And Islam also, dia memulakan apa? Ulama. The imams, right? Okay? But due to the commodification of knowledge, another disease, but that is what we are experiencing right now. Okay? A commodity. Okay, it's being traded, right? And it is put a value there. Okay, so Singapore is at the top of that chase. Right? I chased after masters, not did, But anyway, we'll talk about that later. So these are the chronological field of knowledge. From the ignorance, Allah SWT take us out from darkness to light. Unfortunately, we have gone back to darkness. So how do we bring back the light? And what is the light? Okay? That's why. Oops. Right? The implication of understanding this chronology is that first light is knowledge now. Al-ilmu nurun. Okay? If you really read the Quran and try to understand all the verses about knowledge, right? It is all a spiritual perspective. It's all a spiritual perspective. 300 years. We look through these 300 years, I look through again. All the ulamas and all the scientists, Muslim scientists and all that we are proud of. This is what? The scientists in the 300 years during the golden age of Islam. Siapa? Imam Abu Hanifah. He is a what? He's a what? He's a tabi'in. Kan tabi'in dia. He met the Sahabat. Okay? And Imam Malik, their student Imam Shafi'e. The Shafi'e of Shafi'e is Imam Nawawi, Imam Tirmizi. Right? And Imam Tirmizi is at the threshold. He was the last, one of the last. Okay? And let us review and let us see how was their jalur pendidikan orang. That is what made them successful in this world and the hereafter. Right? And Allah SWT gave them 2/3 of the world. Kita sekarang kat Malaysia pun trying to get 30% bumi status tak achieve. 30% of the economy under bumi control. Tak achieve. Itu baru Malaysia achieve, not the whole world. Okay? If you can see the Islamic Empire, the Ottoman Empire, right? When it fell, before it fell at its height, it's all the way from the west, Africa, Europe, all the way to the east, China. Right? And who are they? Orang Iran. And they're not only ulama, you must not understand ulama in our current context, ustaz. No. Right? They were actually what? Technocrats as well. Because hukum na what? Stateship, it all comes from them. In fact, when I read the history, for example, during the time of Uthman, okay, kapal selam was already being invented, but it was made haram because the jasus is haram in Islam. There were even plans for a submarine, but ulama make it haram. It's what? It's a political decision on the military. Okay? Not the generals that make the decision, but ulama make the decision. Okay? They are actually military strategists as well. So you must look at the ulama, these people, right? Not as just an ustaz, which currently we have an, what do you call it? A stereotype. Again, but no, right? Imam Malik was even being, was being consulted by the Sultan. Right? In fact, the Sultan called Imam Malik. Then Imam Malik says, "You come to my house." Right? So our source, when we deal about education in Islam, when we deal about how do we going to do, what is the model like, we have to look here. And you can see, people like Jabir, chemistry, other, because sciences are just as important. To rule ataupun to mentadbir dunia ni, you must have the hard sciences as well, not only the real sciences. The real sciences give you the rules and the policies and the direction, right? Okay, but engineers and doctors, yes, we need them. But the basis, the foundation. Ibn Sina was faqih, in deen first, then he became a doctor. That's how it is, right? They become ulama dulu, then they become what? Philosophers. Ulama dulu, then become mathematicians. How are we going to do that now? Okay, so we're going to do reverse engineering today. Unfortunately, yang jadi semua tunjuk juga reverse engineering. Don't know what happens. Okay, we still, and I will share you what Islamic world after the Meccan conference. What are their recommendations? And I think we should follow them. We don't chart our own course, our own path. Okay, use of Islam, alhamdulillah, in the UK, following the same thing, right? And then in South Africa, siapa namanya? Aisha Lemu and her husband, following all the Meccan conference, they are following the guide, and we should do the same, right? Because this effort is going to be a unifying factor. Education is the key. That's why I went into education. I took masters in education. I took language, Arabic, because that's the key to knowledge. Alright? The rest that usually we heard about in the Sina, in the Khawr, and all, semua ulama khalaf. They call it khalaf. Selepas ni dia khalaf. Ini salaf. Right? Okay? So now, knowledge also followed the chronological field. The knowledge becomes first light. Orang who are knowledgeable were respected. They give what? They give sincere guidance to mankind. That was what knowledge was. Okay, and they give fatwa to benefit the world, not for themselves, or not for the government, or not for anyone else. Okay, and their accountability is only to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That was why the ulama, Imam Malik can do that. The Sultan, you want my advice, you come. And what? The Sultan came and knocked his door. And after that, knowledge became power, because they saw knowledge as what? As a controlling factor. Okay, that's why they created guns, and they had knowledge, gunpowder and all that. Oh yeah, knowledge is for this. I can control people. I can subjugate people. That's what it became. And then after that, knowledge became information. Right? Industrialization is what? Just to make planes and all that. That's all. It's not to enlighten. It's not to give direction. It's not to guide your life. Okay? Then after that, it became wealth. Okay? If you have money, and you have the power already, you have the guns, so you what? You colonize people. That's what the British did. That's what the Dutch did. That's what the Americans did. That's what the Portuguese did. That's what the British did. That's what the Belgians did. That's what all of them. They had what? They had a secret meeting and they divided the world. Okay, America, ambil Philippines, ambil Vietnam. That's why they came to Vietnam. Right? The British, you take India, then you take the Middle East, sikit, and then siapa? Who got Africa? Sierra, right? The French. Right? Tempat panas. So that's why they created the French Foreign Legion. They subjugated. The Belgians went to Rwanda. Okay, they sucked the country dry. Then after they split the country into two, then after they left. That's why the genocide happened between the Hutus and the Tutsis. Okay, now you know why history is very important to our children. And after that, knowledge becomes business. It becomes a commodity. Sekarang universities is big business, my friend. That's why I'm into education. Recession proof. Okay. And now what happens to knowledge? What is the narrative going to be? This is what we're going to chart the future from today.